This video is going to be about storage by pallet, and the other one is storage by cubic measurement. Just a quick lesson about why pallets are even considered an option to use for storage. Back in 1915, the first patent came through with pallets, and they were used mostly through World War II and World War I. Through World War II, all the stuff that needed to be shipped around was really heavy, so they started using these wooden blocks. Some guys back in 1945 changed the entire industry. Came in just after 1944, the standardization of a pallet by 120 centimeters by 120 centimeters. That became universally utilized for all bulk goods of stuff. Therefore, all the warehouses around the planet started using all these pallets, and a bunch of companies started to build up all the racking. And now you'll find in warehouses now a standardization of racking for all areas so that the pallets can all go onto the same racking uniformly across any country that you would be sending a pallet to. Because pallets became so universal, the pricing for a pallet space became what they considered a storage option. And that's probably why you're going to see pallets on the quote of some 3PL providers. The second method is cubic storage. As online purchasing started to make some progression in the 1990s, people stopped using bulk shipments of goods from warehouses to retailers where they'd be broken down, from warehouses direct to customer. So the concept of transferring single-use items through the mail became a new function. But all I know for us here in Australia started to get really popular early 90s and pushed into 2000 when it started to create a bit more of a real movement with Australia Post, Toll, Couriers Please, and mostly subcontractors outside of that. Because of that, they recognized that cubic measurement might be something to be looked upon as a better solution for accurate storage measurement than just the pallet, and I'll show you why. Cubic measurements is a system that we use here at KeepSpace, and I'll express to you how it works. So cubic measurement is done by a standard of 1 meter through the metric system by the height, length, and width. So let's take, for example, instead of a pallet storage solution, we're doing a cubic storage solution. Take this unit here, measure the height, length, and width, 1495. I would then do the formula would equal 0.00063. So that's not a lot of cubic meter space. But then if you quantify that by the amount of units it has, and let's just say, for example, 100 units. Using KeepSpace prices as of today, it's $14 a cubic meter, and you would be paying about 80 cents. The reason why we like cubic measurement is because it measures exactly what's actually being stored within the warehouse instead of it by the pallet. Now here's where it gets interesting. When you usually see in a proposal the pallet storage, it usually is a little bit less, like $9. Then they may charge a pallet hiring fee plus $1 for using one of their pallets, which would make it a 10. Because it may not come on your pallet, you might have it loose, come to the warehouse, so they might grab that and use that as well. So this is what it could look like and why I think it's not a great example to use. So if you are doing a lot of bulk storage and you're a B2B business, then having a pallet could be very economical for you because you're utilizing the whole pallet. It makes sense. It's a lot of dry goods going to retail outlets or whatever it be. Makes sense. But if you're a B2C business and you're using pallet as a storage space, it may end up looking potentially like this, where you'd be using to pay $9, but you've only got a couple of units on the pallet. That could be very unfair and frankly, a little bit not a true estimate of what your actual storage is. So that's why I personally like using the cubic measurement system, because I think from a transparency point of view, it's a lot fairer, it's a lot easier to read. Sure, there's a little bit of a metrical calculation in it, but that's how 3PLs measure the two different variables right now, which is pallet storage and cubic measurement storage. I hope this has answered some of the questions out there about why 3PLs charge as they do for storage. And if you have any other questions about this, please write in the comments below. And if you want to see any of our other videos, check them out here on the channel. See ya.